Imagine a world without money. How would we trade? How would we value goods and services? It's a strange concept to grasp, isn't it? Yet, for much of human history, money didn't exist. Our ancestors relied on a much simpler system: barter. They traded goods and services directly, relying on mutual agreement and a bit of haggling. A farmer might swap a bushel of wheat for a blacksmith's crafted tools. It was a world where trust and necessity were the driving forces of commerce. But as societies grew and trade routes expanded, bartering became cumbersome. Imagine trying to transport a cow across continents to trade for spices. Something more portable, durable, and universally accepted was needed. This, my friends, is where the fascinating story of currency begins. From humble beginnings to the digital age, the evolution of money has mirrored the evolution of human civilization itself. The journey from bartering to Bitcoin has been long and winding, marked by innovation, upheaval, and the constant pursuit of a more efficient exchange system. Early forms of currency were often tied to intrinsic value. Cowrie shells, prized for their beauty and rarity, were used as money in parts of Africa and Asia. In ancient Mesopotamia, barley grain served as a standard unit of account. These early currencies were a step up from bartering, but they still had limitations. Then came a pivotal moment, the advent of metal coins. The ancient Lydians around 600 BC were among the first to mint standardized coins. These small, portable discs of gold and silver revolutionized trade. Coins were durable, divisible, and their value was readily apparent. They facilitated trade over long distances and laid the foundation for more complex economic systems to develop. The invention of paper money in China centuries later marked another turning point. Paper money, lighter and easier to transport than heavy coins, quickly gained acceptance and spread along trade routes. It was a radical idea at the time, a piece of paper representing value simply because the government said so. This concept of fiat currency, backed by trust and authority rather than intrinsic value, has shaped the modern financial world. Today we stand on the cusp of yet another revolution in currency, the rise of digital currencies like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency, operates on a technology known as blockchain. It promises secure, transparent transactions without the need for intermediaries like banks. Is Bitcoin the future of money, or is it just a passing fad? Join me on History Tales as we delve into the captivating history of currency, from its humble beginnings to the digital frontier. Before money, there was barter. Early humans, as hunters and gatherers, traded surplus goods directly. A hunter might trade meat for a gatherer's fruits. Barter fostered cooperation and trust in early communities. The barter system, though rudimentary, served as the bedrock of early economic activity. It allowed for specialization, whereby individuals could focus on honing particular skills, knowing they could trade their expertise for other essentials. A skilled toolmaker, for instance, could devote his time to crafting axes, knives, and other implements, relying on barter to acquire food, clothing, and shelter. This specialization led to increased efficiency and the production of higher quality goods. Moreover, bartering fostered social bonds within and between communities. The act of exchange went beyond the mere transaction of goods. It was a social event, an opportunity for interaction, negotiation, and the strengthening of relationships. Travel back in time and envision a bustling marketplace, alive with the sights, sounds, and smells of bartering in action. Hear the animated chatter as individuals haggle over the relative worth of their wares. Their voice is a testament to the vitality of this early economic system. Yet as communities grew in size and complexity, the limitations of the barter system became increasingly apparent. Imagine, if you will, the challenges of transporting bulky goods over long distances. How does one, for example, trade a herd of cattle for a distant plot of farmland? The lack of a standardized unit of value posed another significant hurdle. How does one determine the fair exchange rate between, say, a bushel of wheat and a handcrafted axe? The answer often was subjective and open to interpretation, leading to disputes and inefficiencies. Furthermore, bartering relied heavily on the coincidence of wants. For a trade to occur, both parties had to desire what the other possessed, a condition that was not always met. A skilled weaver with a surplus of cloth might find no takers if, at that particular time, no one else needed fabric. These inherent limitations of barter, while not insurmountable, began to stifle economic progress. The world was evolving, trade routes were expanding, and a more sophisticated system of exchange was desperately needed. As trade networks extended beyond local communities, the search for a more practical medium of exchange intensified. People began to recognize the need for something more durable, portable, and universally accepted than perishable goods or cumbersome items. Enter the concept of commodity money, a revolutionary idea that would forever alter the course of human commerce. Certain commodities, valued for their inherent usefulness or desirability, began to emerge as preferred mediums of exchange. In some regions, cattle, with their inherent value as a source of food, labor, and hides, became a common currency. In others, salt, an essential preservative, gained prominence as a medium of exchange. Shells, beads, and even tools, prized for their beauty, rarity, or practicality, also found use as early forms of money. These commodity currencies, while still tied to intrinsic value, represented a significant step forward. They were more durable than perishable goods, more portable than livestock, and offered a degree of standardization that facilitated trade. The seeds of a monetary revolution had been sown. As trade routes crisscrossed civilizations and empires rose and fell, the quest for a more efficient and universally accepted form of currency continued. It was in this crucible of commerce, amidst the bustling marketplaces of the ancient world, that a revolutionary idea took hold: the use of metal as money. Picture, if you will, the early days of metal currency. Rough lumps of gold, silver, and copper, weighed and exchanged based on their purity and weight. These early forms of metal money, though a far cry from the precisely minted coins of later eras, represented a significant leap forward in the evolution of currency. Why metal? The answer lies in its inherent properties. Gold and silver, prized for their rarity, beauty, and resistance to corrosion, held a natural allure. They were durable, lasting far longer than perishable goods or even the sturdiest of shells. Moreover, metals were divisible, allowing for transactions of varying sizes. A large lump of silver could be divided into smaller units, facilitating both large-scale trade and everyday purchases. The stage was set for a monetary revolution. The true turning point in the story of metal currency arrived with the advent of coinage. It was the ancient Lydians, renowned for their ingenuity and commercial prowess, who first grasped the transformative potential of standardized coins. Around 600 BC, under the reign of King Alyattes, Lydia began producing small, disc-shaped pieces of electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. These early coins bore the official stamp of the Lydian kingdom, a guarantee of their weight and purity. The impact was profound. Coins, with their standardized weight and purity, instilled trust in transactions. No longer did merchants need to weigh and assess the value of each piece of metal. The coin itself, backed by the authority of the issuing state, served as a guarantee of value. This newfound trust facilitated trade on an unprecedented scale. Merchants could now travel far and wide, their pouches filled with these portable, universally recognized tokens of exchange. The world, it seemed, was ready for the age of coinage. The idea of coinage, like a wildfire catching wind, spread rapidly throughout the ancient world. From Lydia, it jumped to the Greek city-states, where coins soon became an integral part of their vibrant economies. Each city-state minted its own distinctive coins, often adorned with images of their patron deities or symbols of their power and prosperity. The Roman Republic, ever pragmatic and eager to expand its influence, recognized the power of coinage. As Rome's legions marched across Europe, they carried with them not only their military might but also their standardized currency. The Romans, masters of administration and infrastructure, established mints throughout their empire, ensuring a steady supply of coins to facilitate trade and collect taxes. The Roman denarius, a silver coin of enduring design and reputation, became a symbol of Roman power and a widely accepted currency throughout the Mediterranean world. From the bustling marketplaces of Athens to the far-flung outposts of the Roman Empire, coins became the lifeblood of commerce, their clinking sound a testament to the interconnectedness of the ancient world. The standardization of currency, ushered in by coinage, had a profound impact on the ancient world. Coins fostered trade, communication, and cultural exchange across vast distances. Empires used coinage to project authority and integrate their domains. Images and inscriptions on coins served as powerful propaganda tools. Roman coins promoted unity and shared identity. The inscription SPQR reminded of the Roman Senate and people's power. Coinage unified diverse populations and solidified centralized states' power. As coinage became ingrained in ancient societies, its value shifted from precious metals to trust. Governments began experimenting with fiat currency backed by trust, not intrinsic value. Early fiat money faced resistance, especially during economic hardship. Yet, the seeds of fiat currency had been sown. The stage was set for a new chapter leading to digital currencies and Bitcoin. Imagine, if you will, the world before paper money. Merchants traversed treacherous landscapes, their caravans laden with heavy sacks of coins, vulnerable to bandits and the elements. The very weight of wealth hindered the flow of commerce, limiting the scale and reach of trade. But what if there were a lighter, more portable medium of exchange? What if the burden of wealth could be reduced to mere slips of paper, easily transported across continents, facilitating trade on an unprecedented scale? This, my friends, is the story of paper money, a revolutionary innovation that would transform the world economy. The idea of paper money, though commonplace today, was nothing short of radical in its time. To comprehend its significance, we must shed our modern preconceptions and journey back to a world where the tangible weight of precious metals defined wealth. Paper money, in its essence, represented a leap of faith, a departure from the intrinsic value of gold and silver to a system based on trust, authority, and the promise of governments. It was a gamble that, against all odds, would pay off handsomely, shaping the modern financial world as we know it. Section 2. From China with Innovation, the Birth of Paper Money. In medieval China, amidst the Song dynasty's bustling markets, paper money emerged. Faced with a copper shortage, merchants sought efficient transactions. Enter jiaozi, promissory notes backed by commodities. The government soon established official paper money. By the 12th century, a sophisticated system was in place. The world had never seen anything like it. Section 3. The Silk Road's monetary flow paper money's expansion. The invention of paper money in China coincided with a period of unprecedented global interconnectedness. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes spanning Asia, the Middle East and Europe, facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and monetary innovations. Merchants traveling from the bustling markets of Constantinople to the imperial court of Kublai Khan marveled at the efficiency and convenience of Chinese paper money. Word of this revolutionary currency spread like wildfire, carried by the winds of commerce and the whispers of awestruck traders. Marco Polo, the famed Venetian explorer, provided vivid accounts of paper money's use in Kublai Khan's empire, sparking both curiosity and skepticism in Europe. Section 4. Trust and Turmoil, the Challenges of Early Fiat Currency. The journey from those early Chinese jiaozi to the sophisticated paper currencies of today was not without its bumps and detours. The concept of fiat currency, based on trust in the issuing authority rather than the inherent value of precious metals, proved to be a double-edged sword. When governments acted responsibly, managing the money supply with prudence and transparency, paper money facilitated trade, stimulated economic growth, and fostered prosperity. However, the temptation to overprint, especially in times of war or economic hardship, often proved too great to resist. Excessive printing of paper money, without a corresponding increase in goods and services, led to inflation, eroding the purchasing power of the currency and undermining public trust. Section 5. A world transformed, paper money's enduring legacy. Despite its early challenges, the adoption of paper money marked a watershed moment in the history of currency. It liberated commerce from the shackles of precious metals, paving the way for the complex and interconnected global economy we know today. The convenience and efficiency of paper money facilitated trade on an unprecedented scale. No longer were merchants limited by the weight of coins or the availability of precious metals. Transactions became faster, more efficient, and accessible to a wider segment of the population. The stage was set for the next chapter in the saga of currency, a chapter that would see the rise of digital money, online banking, and the emergence of a new contender for the throne of global finance: Bitcoin. Section 1. The Digital Dawn, a new era of exchange. As the 20th century unfolded with its whirlwind of technological advancements and societal shifts, the seeds of a new monetary revolution were being sown. The stage was set for a paradigm shift, a move away from the tangible world of coins and banknotes towards the intangible realm of digital currency. Imagine, if you will, a world where physical currency fades into the background, where transactions occur with a tap of a card or the click of a mouse. This is not a scene from a science fiction novel. It is the reality we inhabit today, a reality shaped by the relentless march of technology and the ever-evolving needs of a globalized economy. The transition to digital currency was not a sudden leap, but rather a gradual evolution, marked by incremental innovations that subtly yet profoundly altered the financial landscape. So buckle up, my friends, as we delve into the fascinating world of digital currency, exploring the key milestones, the transformative technologies, and the enduring impact of this ongoing revolution. Section 2. The Rise of Plastic Credit Cards and the Evolution of Spending. Our journey into the digital realm begins with a seemingly innocuous invention: the credit card. Though commonplace today, the credit card, in its early days, represented a radical departure from traditional notions of money and spending. It was a gateway to a world where purchases could be made without the immediate exchange of physical currency, a world where creditworthiness became a new form of financial capital. The first credit cards, introduced in the mid-20th century, were primarily used by businesses and a select group of affluent individuals. However, it was the advent of universal credit cards, accepted by a wide range of merchants, that truly revolutionized consumer spending. Companies like Visa and MasterCard emerged as global networks, connecting consumers, businesses, and financial institutions in a seamless web of credit and transactions. Section 3. The Internet Age, Online Banking, and the Digitization of Finance. As the 20th century drew to a close, a new technological marvel emerged, one that would fundamentally reshape our relationship with money: the Internet. The rise of the Internet, with its unprecedented connectivity and transformative potential, ushered in an era of online banking, fundamentally altering the way we manage our finances. Gone were the days of queuing at brick-and-mortar banks, constrained by limited operating hours and geographical boundaries. Online banking empowered individuals with the freedom to access their accounts, make transactions, and manage their money anytime, anywhere, with just a few clicks of a mouse. Investment platforms emerged, allowing individuals to buy and sell stocks, bonds, and other financial instruments with unprecedented ease. Online payment gateways like PayPal revolutionized e-commerce, enabling secure and efficient transactions between buyers and sellers across the globe. Section 4. The Allure of Immediacy. Mobile payments and the convenience revolution. The relentless march of technology, ever eager to push the boundaries of convenience, did not stop at online banking. The rise of smartphones, those ubiquitous pocket-sized computers, ushered in a new era of mobile payments, further blurring the lines between the physical and digital realms of currency. Imagine, if you will, a world where your smartphone becomes your wallet, where a simple tap or scan completes a transaction. Mobile payment platforms like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and WeChat Pay have become increasingly integrated into our daily lives. From hailing a ride to ordering a coffee, from splitting bills with friends to paying for groceries, the convenience and immediacy of mobile payments have transformed the way we interact with money. This mobile payment revolution, particularly prevalent in China and other parts of Asia, highlights the ever-increasing demand for seamless and frictionless transactions. Section 5. Beyond the Horizon. The Future of Money in a Digital World. As we stand at the cusp of a new decade, the future of money in our increasingly digital world remains a topic of much speculation and debate. The rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and countless others represents a fascinating and potentially disruptive force in the world of finance. These decentralized digital currencies, operating on blockchain technology, promise secure, transparent, and borderless transactions, challenging the traditional role of central banks and financial institutions. Whether cryptocurrencies will become the dominant form of money in the future remains to be seen. The story of money, from its humble beginnings to the digital frontier, is a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit of progress. As we've journeyed from the barter systems of our ancestors to the digital age of online banking and mobile payments, one final chapter in the story of currency demands our attention: the enigmatic rise of Bitcoin. Born in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin emerged from the fringes of the internet, a radical experiment challenging the very foundations of the global financial system. Imagine, if you will, a currency untethered from governments and central banks, a system where transactions occur directly between individuals, recorded on a secure and transparent digital ledger known as a blockchain. This, my friends, is the essence of Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency that has captivated the imaginations of tech enthusiasts, investors, and anyone intrigued by the disruptive potential of technology. Bitcoin, unlike traditional fiat currencies, is not backed by the promise of governments or the weight of precious metals. Its value, highly volatile and subject to market speculation, derives from the principles of scarcity, decentralization, and the underlying cryptography that secures its blockchain network. At the heart of Bitcoin's appeal lies the concept of decentralization. Unlike traditional currencies which are issued and controlled by central banks, Bitcoin operates on a distributed network, with no single entity holding the reins. This decentralized structure, made possible by the ingenious design of the blockchain, offers both opportunities and challenges. Proponents of Bitcoin argue that its decentralized nature makes it more resilient to censorship, manipulation, and the whims of governments. Transactions once recorded on the blockchain are immutable, transparent, and accessible to all participants in the network. This transparency, they argue, fosters trust and accountability, reducing the potential for fraud and corruption. Bitcoin enthusiasts envision a future where cross-border payments are faster, cheaper, and more efficient, bypassing the traditional gatekeepers of the financial system. They see the potential for greater financial inclusion, empowering individuals and businesses in developing countries with access to financial services that were previously out of reach. As we stand at this crossroads in the evolution of currency, the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies remains uncertain, shrouded in a mix of hype, speculation, and genuine technological innovation. The path forward is uncharted, fraught with potential pitfalls and transformative possibilities. Governments and central banks, once dismissive of Bitcoin's potential, are now grappling with its implications, exploring the possibility of central bank digital currencies that could leverage blockchain technology while maintaining government control over the monetary system. Meanwhile, the world of cryptocurrency continues to evolve at a dizzying pace, with new cryptocurrencies, blockchain platforms, and decentralized applications emerging seemingly every day. The pace of innovation is relentless, driven by a mix of entrepreneurial zeal, technological ambition, and the desire to reshape the financial landscape. Whether Bitcoin itself will become the dominant currency of the future, or whether it will pave the way for other more sophisticated cryptocurrencies remains to be seen. From ancient barter systems to Bitcoin and blockchain, currency evolution mirrors human progress. Each innovation, from commodity money to digital currencies, reflects our quest for efficiency and security. The story of currency is the story of civilization. From ancient markets to the global digital economy, our means of exchange has connected us. Appreciate the journey and the visionaries who shaped our financial world. Please subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on the history and future of currency.